So I have some exciting announcements today. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video than I would typically send out, but I really want to share a couple of things with you that we're excited about. So number one is a couple of changes we have coming up are to serve the tribe. We have learned that through some expansion recently, the tribe has grown so exponentially, we have a wide gap from the apprentice all the way up to people that have high net worths or in a different space in their life. So what we decided to do was divide the group into three different categories. So number one, we talked about this is the apprentice, which is $1 million in net worth and less, or somebody who's earning less than $250,000. Now, we call those the apprentice, or we're creating an M1 program for these people, which I'm very excited about, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. Number two is what we call the elite members. Those are individuals that have a net worth of 1 to 5 million, and we have a brand new category that is going to be called the Champions category, and we're going to have our very first event in 2016 for Champions only, and those are individuals currently that have $5 million in net worth and above, and that may fluctuate. We may choose to raise that given the time and the future and the number of members. We've realized that somebody has a net worth of 500,000 is a different conversation than somebody has a net worth of 5 million. And what we want to do in the mastermind segment is to be able to put those groups together. The apprentices or the M1s in a conversation, the elite members in a conversation, and of course our champions in a different conversation. Now when it comes to the activities and the fun and the sports, we want everybody to intermingle. So you can have your ass kicked by some young buck who is a rising star in the area of net worth, and you can have some more experienced older person in life time-wise that strategically maybe in ultimate frisbee can outwit some young gun. And that's a fun dynamic, and we want to maintain that. And of course, all the yoga and stuff will all be intermixed. But what I'm excited about to tell you about is the M1 program, because there's been such a demand for people to mentor people, to give back. They've had a modicum of success, and they realize that there's a lot of fulfillment and joy in mentoring somebody. There's a huge, huge response to our Go Crew as an example, and for these young guys coming up. But there's this segment of people that we see as the rising talent of a pool of young entrepreneurs or young spirited individuals, whether they're older in age is not the point, is the fact that they still hunger to grow. They still hunger to learn and to contribute and to make a difference. So due to popular demand from the majority of our members and their desire to give back, we've created the M1 program. And here's what it looks like. It's going to be 4 quarters of 6 months each for a total of 24 months. We're going to break it down into mentorship models. In other words, each month there's going to be a podcast that is going to be submitted to the M1s for a real mentoring from a street smart millionaire, somebody who's really done it, somebody who has a net worth of $1 million or above and is going to transfer their experience and wisdom to the M1. They're also going to have some information that is reserved essentially for the rich that's going to be downloaded to them in a format where they're not only going to get it in theory, but they're going to be held accountable to implement and execute it into their daily rituals. Very excited about that. We have some really, really cool things that is going to be revolutionary when it comes to mentoring and guiding people to success. It's really a fast-track boot camp to success over that period of time. Now, if you are an elite member or a champion, you're going to have a chance to give back to these individuals through a mentoring program. And after we've had the program up for 3 to 4 months and we've had a chance to lay down the foundation for these M1 individuals, they're going to have an opportunity to be, again, guided to present a video that will be posted on a site. And of our 100 or so members, you're going to have an opportunity to choose somebody that you want to work with. Now, it's going to be a little bit like The Voice on TV, if you know what I'm talking about, where there's a rock star or somebody who's got experience that gets to work with somebody that is a rising star. And the combination of those two energizes both parties. Why? Well, the young star is going to get to tap into the wisdom of the experienced individual, and the experienced individual, due to the fact that mastery comes from repetition and comes from relearning the basics. When you teach the basics, you reignite into yourself a level of mastery on the principles of success that energizes you going forward. So that combination is going to be magic, and we're really excited about that because it's a win-win situation. Now, let's suppose that an individual is to post a video, and that video does not get selected by a mentor. Well, then we're going to coach them on how to present it in a more compelling fashion. So everybody has a chance to grow, everybody has a chance to win, and everybody's going to benefit from the fact that as we grow forward, you're going to be able to help somebody. So I want you to visualize at a tribal gathering in Tahoe where you get to go to the front of the stage as an elite member or champion and raise an individual's hand in the air and go, you were part of that process in helping that individual become a millionaire. Cool? I think so. And the individual that gets mentored is not going to be that they just had a theory or a professor in university that said, here's what you need to do. These are people who have done it in the real world. People that maybe are going to let them shadow them or bring them for a period of time to their place of business and like an internship and guide them. And we can have a fun, challenging competition where our elite members get to see who's most impactful in shaping people rapidly to success. There's another really important point though. How many of us have experienced where we know people that have given up their health to gain their wealth? Or they've given up their family life and it's caused divorce or alienation of the children. So what we are going to do is we're going to encourage our future millionaires, our M1s, to go there, but to go there in a better balanced way, in a holistic way, in an ecological way. In other words, to respect the pillars. So it's not just about becoming a millionaire, because after all, a millionaire is just the first step to becoming financially free. It's really who you need to become in order to create such value in the world that you can accumulate $1 million worth of wealth, and then to know how to invest it and to budget around it and live in a way that you can now invest and have a future. And more importantly, not to give up your health to gain your wealth, and not to give up your family life and sacrifice that and have a broken down family life in order to gain your wealth. It's about how do you do it in a balanced and sustainable way. Is it possible? Absolutely. Do you need to be mentored to do it? Probably, because there's not a lot of great role models out there. So we're going to provide all of those things for the M1 program. We're super excited about that. And there's a detailed explanation attached to this that shows exactly what the expectations are on both sides. So if you happen to be an elite member and or a champion and you're interested in mentoring somebody, then please make sure that you do contact our office. Matt King is your contact person. Number two, if you are an elite member, however you feel that you would benefit from the M1 program and you would like to participate in that, again, contact Matt King and we'll make sure that that happens. And if you are an apprentice and you're wondering about this program and you have any questions or comments, then please let us know. We plan on rolling out the beta first program on the 15th of July. And then we have a lot of people that are waiting in the wings that are interested in this program, and we will officially roll out for the new members, the M1s, the program for August 15th. Now, those new members will not be grandfathered in as our current members. In other words, they are going to be allowed to come to only specific events throughout the year, and they will pay a premium in order to do so. So there's some different criteria. We'll explain those to you, but what you need to know is we're very excited about mentoring people to become millionaires, and we're very excited about those that are interested in mentoring those people to become millionaires in what we call the M1 program, the March to $1 Million. And finally, I want to just reiterate that the champions is a very exciting program where we're going to attract people that have high net worths, and in a very exclusive environment, in a very exclusive club, we're going to have a chance to spend more time with the elders and more time with like-minded individuals with high net worths. And our first program for that is going to be coming out spring of 2016. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening to this really long video. Hopefully you hung in there, and we're really, really pleased to have so many badass entrepreneurs that have been participating at a high level. And as your CVO, I just want to again say that I'm really, really honored to be part of this voyage and feel very blessed to be able to provide a little bit of a vision and hopefully have impacted some of your lives in a positive way, and look forward to continually doing so through the vehicle of this great tribe that we call GoBundence. And stay tuned, because there's more great things to come. So, in the famous words that are stated by us GoBundence members, continue to grab life big.